Hello, welcome to the Narrative Podcast, episode 3. My name is Colton, and this is Sam.
If you like what you're watching, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. We'd love to see your comments, so please comment. We like interacting with the community. If you want to follow us, you can check us out on Instagram, TikTok. Obviously, you're here on YouTube, and then, wherever else we end up putting this.
Yeah.
It's been a short NaNoWriMo already.
Yeah. So today is day 3 of NaNoWriMo. It is November 3rd. We were recording this in the morning so that we can get it out and talk about NaNoWriMo. Sam, how's your NaNoWriMo going?
Not great. I'm having a good time. But yeah, day 3 and we're at 780 words.
Nice. So when it comes to NaNoWriMo, we're going to fail. And I think we tried to establish right off the bat that the goal isn't to hit the word count every day, but it is to write every day, right? We talked about that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So seeing as like you have only written one day, do you feel like, I'm such a failure, I'll never be a great writer? Or are you like, that's life? Like what are your feelings?
I have the motivation to write still and to sit down and put it onto the paper, even though my first sitting, like I just splurged a bunch out, and then I was like, man, this sucks. But you know what? We talked about that, and I'm enjoying the process.
Yeah. Yeah, that first draft is gonna suck. It's okay. I'm feeling it as well. I'm sure our cameraman McKay is also feeling it. Even if you plan, like I thought I planned a really awesome heavy outline, but I've already gone in a little bit different direction. I've added things that I didn't expect initially, and that's okay because it'll, 1, make my story a bit longer. 2, I've added a character that I'm like, okay, this could be a really interesting angle, and it kind of gaps something that I wasn't really expecting. And so, even if things are going strange or whatever, just roll with it. Yeah. One thing that I've learned and that I've read from a lot of other authors is like, don't even fix typos, just go. Like you just want to just get going.
Yeah. I'm definitely not discouraged. I'm just tired.
But that's life. So you'll be a great case study.
Yes.
For this month.
If anything, I will be entertaining to observe.
Yeah. No, that's going to be really important. So going forward, as life is busy.
Yeah.
We were super excited to get started, and we still are super excited to continue going. But as life keeps hitting us, what's your plan? What do you kind of plan on doing?
Oh, these last 2 days, day 2 and 3, when I didn't write, I kind of realized my problem was I did exactly what we talked about not doing, where I told myself I'd do it later. I'd have time later. I'd have energy later. Later never came, or when it did actually show up, I was unconscious.
Like you said, you got home from work and your soul left your body.
Yeah, I was just gone. Like I came in the door, changed, and I was like, okay, I'm good. Out.
Yeah. And I think everyone can relate to that. Whether you're a writer or not or whatever, like you realize, I don't have time. So I'm going to give you a little tip. When you're at the bathroom at work, pull out your phone, pull out your Google Doc, and put in 10 words. So that way, like, at least you didn't get very far, but at least you did get some writing.
Get some in, yeah.
And, obviously, you're a manager at your place of work, and so you have lots to worry about all the time, but you're gonna go to the bathroom sometimes, right?
Yes.
Maybe at least once.
I went twice on that 9.5 hour shift.
You could have gotten 20 words in. They might have been crappy.
But
I
laughed and then I realized how dumb it was. Oh boy.
Oh man, we need a reaction cam one day from McKay because he just, his soul left his body too.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Anytime we make jokes about potty humor, that's how he reacts.
Yeah. Oh man. But hey, anyway, okay. Dumb jokes aside, the tip is still there. A lot of people are like, get your writing space ready. And it's like, some people don't have the opportunity to have a dedicated writing space. Or for me, because my living situation, your writing space is in your room. And so it's like, you don't really have the opportunity to separate certain things. But if you take every chance you get, and of course, be safe. Do not write while you're in the middle of the road or while you're driving. Those are stupid things.
Yeah.
Don't do that. But when you are on your commute, if you're not driving, or when you go to the bathroom, it may seem really dumb and really weird. But if you're like, I really want to still get it in every day, take those moments. You may not think about it, but you could maybe be on the pot for a little bit. So you're like, might as well be productive, because what are you doing? Like scrolling your phone, probably. Or not. I don't know.
I was staring at the wall.
A very understandable experience.
Can't talk about customers.
Anyway, we won't talk about the toilet anymore. But point is, there are lots of opportunities, and it takes a lot of practice. So don't feel bad. That was another thing I wanted to like try and get across to you last time. Is like, even when you fail, it's okay. Yeah. Your first draft's gonna suck, but that's okay. These things are hard at first. That's okay.
Yeah. Like I said, I still feel encouraged. I have the motivation to keep doing it, and now I just need to do it. And it's less so I'm going to tell myself I got to do it, but I'm going to actually, fill those little negative space gaps with putting down a little bit of writing.
Yeah. And I think for you, we can already kind of adjust your goals. I don't know what your initial goals were, whether they were the 1,667 words or whether it was just a little bit every day, but maybe we can adjust your goal to just by next Friday when we record the next episode, you can just be like, okay, out of 7 days, I wrote 5, or whatever. Like maybe you can adjust your goal that way. So you're just working on building the habit of writing itself.
Yeah, I like that goal. That goal. 7 days from now, 5 days at least writing.
Well, that was just me spitballing. You got to figure out yourself.
Yeah, we'll find out a goal. We'll find out a goal, and I'll stay honest to it.
Yeah. So, are you using Google Docs?
I am using Google Docs. Okay. I got a Google Doc set up with like a title and everything in preparation, kind of like how you recommended. Separate doc listed out some of the characters I'm making, getting a lot of stuff prepped, and it made the first writing session so much easier. Just to have it there, and I didn't have to sit there for 5 minutes deciding what to write first. It was already there, and I could just go straight down.
Yeah, and that's not only a suggestion for NaNoWriMo, but just in general, because there's the romanticized stereotype of writers just sitting there looking at a blank screen, right? Mm-hmm. The starving artist and all these things are something that everybody knows about, but not everybody really understands the reality of it. And the reality of it is, if you just have something on the page, anything really, it helps you go.
Yeah.
And that's why that one tip of like stopping on a cliffhanger for yourself is really helpful, because you're not only the energy will be there, but it'll take you back to that moment, that time of like, oh yeah, I remember I was writing this scene. Like last night I stopped and I was like, okay, I know where this scene's going. And so like, I'm really excited for it. It's really interesting. At least to me, it's interesting. And so now I can just jump right back into it later today.
Yeah, I'm definitely my brain is primed and ready for my next writing session. I have so much in my brain I want to get out. I have so much excitement for this next part. Mm-hmm. This is my first little writing spurt. It was like, I haven't gone back and read over it, but from what I remember when I wrote it, it was kind of boring.
That's okay.
But I'm excited for this next part.
Yeah.
There's actually going to be some meat and potatoes in there.
Nice. Well, yeah. And if it is boring to you, it's going to be boring to the readers. But like we said before, no one's going to read the first draft. This is just for you to get the story out. And that's why, it's not, don't worry about it. Just go for it.
Yeah. Definitely. I have the motivation and I have the desire. And I got to put that goal into works.
Do you need like text? Do you need a call? Do you need to set an alarm for yourself?
I have an alarm set.
Okay.
Unfortunately, yesterday it lined up when I was at work, and I was like, well, this is awkward.
Well, that's when you look at your schedule.
Yeah. And set the alarms for the schedule.
Yeah, you look at your schedule like throughout the week. So for me, I can't write every day in the morning, and so I'll do writing sprints throughout the day, where I'm just doing 15 minutes really quickly, and I can get anywhere between 250 to 400 words in that space because I write a lot and I write pretty fast. And a lot of people, they say that they need kind of like revving up time or warming up time when they are just going for it, or they're like only writing a few words, but they're getting into the mood. Me, I can usually just get right into it. And that's just a benefit that I have from my writing style. So for you, like figuring out, okay, I have 15 minutes right here. Okay, I can write. I have 15 minutes right here. I can write, or 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it may be. Get little writing sprints in. Whether it is just 5 minutes, take that time. And that is part of the working artist. That is part of the actual work part of writing, is you have to find those times if you want to succeed. Now, if this is just a hobby, if this is something you want to do, that's awesome. And you can put way less stress on yourself, or way less pressure on yourself to do it.
I want to keep the pressure up. I started in my head with a very lofty goal of finishing the entire first draft this month. That's what I'm shooting for.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell myself what the result may or may not be, but that is my goal.
Well, a first draft could be just a very detailed outline. You know,
Yeah.
You don't have to have 100,000 words or 50,000 words or whatever. A first draft, especially for like pantsers or people who are just writing by the seat of their pants, is just usually a detailed outline. That way, like, you're essentially just creating a much more massive outline for it. And then your second draft is really like draft one.
Yeah.
You know? So you could to adjust things to be that way. And that's another really important thing when it comes to writing, being an artist, is finding creative ways to meet your goals and adjust things so that they work for you. Especially when you're working and just life is really busy.
Yeah. School,
work, whatever it is.
I'm slowly figuring out the pacing that I need and the scheduling. Is that the right word? It'll come to me.
It'll come to me. Anyway, we wanted to thank you so much for watching today's podcast about NaNoWriMo from us here at Narrative Inc. Sam, do you have any final thoughts that are actually in your brain?
You can just see the buffering.
The little smoke.
Yeah. If you enjoyed what you were watching and you'd like to interact with us, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. We'd love to get in touch with you. You can send us an email if you want. All that information's in the channel's information page. We might be getting some other stuff set up soon, but yes, that's how to contact us. We'd love to hear your feedback. Hey, if you have better ideas for how I could get into better writing habits, just let me know. I'd like to hear them. I might need them.
Yeah. And if you we're looking for authors to discuss and interview things with. So if you want to be part of the show, let us know. We would love to have you on. We could set up a call and discuss things, whether it is you have a lot of advice or you're asking for advice. We would love to share the love with everybody. We have a lot of really cool things coming out this month, and we're really excited. One thing we're going to announce is we are going to Dragonsteel 2023, which is the Brandon Sanderson writing convention, where he reveals books and just a lot of his fans get together and enjoy all of his stuff. And so that's on November 20th and 21st. So we're really excited for that. We'll be there actually as a team. And so we're going to have a lot of content surrounding that. So thank you so much for watching. Sam, you're getting there. We will all get there. NaNoWriMo is tough, but it should be a fun experience. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. We'll see you guys later.